What's up, peoples? Mr. Anomaly coming at you again. Hey, 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 hey. Another day with Mr. A. Happy A Day. Happy A Day. This, I'm going to do a reaction on the Delilah effect. Why women don't really want men to be happy by, who's this guy? Chris Canwell. Came across my feed. It's about 2.5 minutes, and he's gonna say some things, and I think I can add my 2 cents on it. Some of y'all like to hear my thoughts. Here we go. Here we go.
Before that, anything that makes a man. I used to joke with my friends before that anything that makes a man happy will ultimately make a woman unhappy. Women don't really want men to be happy because anything that brings a man joy, independence, freedom, success, options with women are going to try and shut this down. They're going to try and close this down on you because all of this means that if you have success, if you have happiness, if you have joy, if you have options with women, it means that she doesn't feel comfortable. She doesn't feel secure, and women need to feel safe and secure if they want to have stability, and women want to feel safe and secure. They want to feel stable. Now, as men, it's very, very important that we don't give women this safety and security because women want to have men they can't control. They want men who are domineering. They want men who are dominant. They want men who are a little wild and unpredictable. This is why women love those vampire novels, they love those vampire movies, they love 50 Shades of Grey because they can't control the man in that fantasy. They can't control them, and they want men they can't control. But they will try to control you. They will try. And if they control you, they will start to lose interest in you.
He's saying a lot here. I'm gonna have to repeat a lot because he's saying a lot, and I'm about to add my spin on this, but he's saying in this 2.5 minutes, he's saying a lot of truth, and he said a lot of truth right there. And I'm gonna rewind it back because this is what my spirit is taking me. Somebody who, again, talking about not having sex. First video I did at 37. Yes, that's my whole stick. That's my stick. That's my gimmick, and it's who I am, and it's also why I see things the way I see it, and I come at it the way I come at it. He said a lot right here, and I'm about to add my spin on it because we live in a society. What type of society do we live in? We live in a society that has bent the knee to the Jezebel spirit of confusion. So, y'all know I'm about to go somewhere with this. Let me rewind this back here because he said a lot right here.
Secure if they want to have happiness, if you have joy, if you have options with women, it means that she doesn't feel comfortable. She doesn't feel secure, and women need to feel safe and secure if they want to have stability, and women want to feel safe and secure.
Woe to the man, guys. Woe to the man that bases his self-worth on this. Woe to the man that has fallen for the romantic programming. Like he said, the happily ever after, one man, one woman, we're both struggling together and we'll live happily ever after. And it's like a goddamn movie. Woe to the man that's bought into this. And again, this is common across the board. But woe to the man that bases self-worth on this.
Want to feel stable. Now, as men, it's very, very important that we don't give women this safety and security because women want to have men they can't control. They want men who are domineering. They want men who are dominant. They want men who are a little wild and unpredictable. This is why women love those vampire novels. They love those vampire movies. They love 50 Shades of Grey because
romance, fantasy. This is very important because I'm not coming from a place of hate. I'm not coming from a place of envy. I don't even hate women. I said before, I've always naturally understood this. Just from a logical point of view, man. Like I say, I like women. I used to jerk off all the time, in the 90s and shit, growing up. Man, I like women, but I always understood just instinctively. I can't even. That's why I don't claim MGTOW for nobody, because I always understood this. Why don't you have a girlfriend? It's like, he's literally telling you right now. He's literally this. You can love women, or you can understand them. Doesn't make them bad. It just is. If you're gonna get involved with one, especially one who's getting all the sausages, know what you're getting into. Listen to what he said. We live in a society. What type of society we live in? Do we live in a society that promotes chaste, or we live in a society that promotes being free with your sexuality, which we already established binds you even more? It's the latter. So by that logic, most of these women are being sampled by men like this. The trickle-down effect. This is the energy that you can't fake this, by the way. You can't fake this. This is why so many women get bored. They're all going to take their shots at dudes like this because they all think that they're special. But they're dealing with men. I got to see if I can find it. The woman's even admitting it. They're dealing with men who don't think they're special. And it's an energy thing. And whenever you get around them, Mr. I'll do anything to have one, she knows this. This is why she gets bored. But she's going to survive. And this is, again, she had a whole phase. This is pretty much on lock. How can it not be? What lies are you telling yourself? Like Plato and Schopenhauer and Machiavelli and Mr. Anomaly. I'm on that frequency. If you don't like it, get off my channel. I'm on that frequency. On being completely ignorant, I found that path on my own. So I mean, like I said again, when it comes to this, man, yeah, he's speaking 100% real. And this is why my whole stance is a woman's the last thing you need, especially when we talking about not having sex and some of the dudes I be attracting. A woman is the last thing you need. You still need personal understanding. You still need understanding of self. You getting involved with this, you ain't ready. That's another reason why I said if I ever did get involved with women, I'm having 3 wives. I've been saying that since I started my channel. Dracula 3 Brides. Those who've been following me, I've been saying that since I started, since day one. 3. This exact reason. Yep, you're gonna know that up front. Ain't nobody sneaking this. Ain't nobody lying. Nope. Again, who are you? If I am, it's gonna be 3. And again, I gotta do some more videos, man. You can't afford the cost to be the boss. Don't get involved in one, man. It's as simple as that. You got dudes out here romantic. I'm rambling. Want women to be in the muck and mire, and again, you know what that is? Romance. That's romance. You see that on TV. Do you even see that in your own family? Do you even see that in your own real life? Any relatives? How many people you see that with? Most people single, divorced. Let's be real out here, man. Let's be pragmatic. It is what it is. But yeah, they're being imprinted by men like this. We all fuck the same hoes. Rich niggas fuck the same hoes. This is across the board. It's a spirit. This is Babylon. It's like Lot. To get knee deep in Babylon, you got to get a little spiritually corrupt. Who are they flocking towards? I'm just asking all these questions. Unless you're burying your head in the sand, again, this is what you're getting. The trickle-down effect. Woe to the man that bases his self-worth on that. You don't hear, are you going to talk about 37 not having sex? 45 now still ain't had sex yet. That doesn't... I'm trying to get dudes to think differently out here. If you don't get involved in one, here you go. Let's keep going. The Delilah effect.
Because they can't control the man in that fantasy. They can't control them, and they want men they can't control. Vampires who are a little wild and unpredictable. This is why women love those vampire novels. They love those vampire movies. They love 50 Shades of Grey because they can't.
I mean, we connect the dots over here. I mean, I gotta do it because where's she at? Where's she at? Oh, we already got her set up here. I'm gonna let a woman tell you, man. I'm gonna let a woman tell you. If it'll let me play it.
Men can speak. Just ways. I mean, for you, you're not getting there because you haven't fit the box of the fairy tale. So for me, it's helped me break down what all of my clients know. Y'all know I call it the fairy tale ideology. And I'm not exaggerating, Ken. I want to say 100%, but I'm going to go 99.9% of women who come in my office, I'm having to work on breaking their fairy tale ideology.
3 times.
I'm not exaggerating, Can. I want to say 100%, but I'm going to go 99.9% of women who come in my office, I'm having to work on breaking their fairy tale ideology. And I'm not exaggerating, Can. I want to say 100%, but I'm going to go 99.9% of women who come in my office, I'm having to work on breaking their fairy tale ideology.
Who does television cater towards? Men or women? Who does commercials and everything market towards? Men or women? Is it safe to believe that the majority of women have this ideology? Let's stop lying to ourselves. Does it make them bad people? No. They're gonna survive. They're gonna eat the tree of knowledge. Woe to the man that bases his self-worth on this, though. Woe to the man that does that. And again, y'all, I'm just a messenger. What do y'all want from me, bro?
Because Megan Thee Stallion is represented by Jay-Z's Rock Nation.
Do you think Gavin Newsom has it in him to go against Megan Thee Stallion and the establishment that surrounds her?
Well, I pray that he does. I know, as you just mentioned, Megan Thee Stallion is one of the biggest elites in the country, probably around the world. She's connected to some of the biggest beacons of political power that there are, business interests. She has a lot of money and support and power behind her. Tory Lanez is a victim. He doesn't have that kind of support and power that she has.
This is the society we live in. This is the energy. This is the spirit. Move accordingly. The Delilah effect. Woe to the man that bases his self-worth on that. Free your mind. That's pretty much the gist of all this. Why you talking about not having sex? Free your goddamn mind. Be an individual. Is this going to be everybody? No. Because we already established that there are plenty of men that have no problems. None whatsoever. Follow them right to the pit of tolerance. Get the pussy, nigga. You get the pussy, that nigga. But then hold that, nigga.
Can't control the man in that fantasy. They can't control them, and they want men they can't control. But they will try to control you. They will try. And if they control you, they will start to lose interest in you because their mission is now accomplished. They feel safe, they feel secure, and that was what they wanted. And when they get it, they don't really want it. They want...
This is the safety guy. That's why I did that video the other day. Dear future husband, I'm ready to go. I'm all set. You can't fake this, man. They made their choice. Whenever they're 18 through 21, they made their decision. They've chosen their husband. What lie are you telling yourself to say otherwise? I'm asking you this question. What lie are you telling yourself? It's different with her? She went through a whole phase, but she didn't bang a man. The snowball effect, she didn't bang a man. Again, you fuck who they fucked, who they fucked, who they fucked. How do you know? And again, when they're having a whole phase, all bets are off. We live in a society, y'all heard the power, the influence. This is my take. This is only 2.5 minutes. We're already 13 minutes in. I'm just adding on to it. Because again, this is the trickle-down effect. Huh? Hey man, this is how I see it now. I can't unsee it. And you're not going to be able to unsee it, especially if you follow me. And again, I got dudes that get involved in women and stuff, but it's know what you're getting into. That's why I say, if you're not first, you're last. Even if she is a virgin, it's an 85% success rate, man. It's nothing's guaranteed except monk mode. It is what it is.
A man who is secure to lose interest control you. They will try. And if they control you, they will start to lose interest in you because their mission is now accomplished. They feel safe, they feel secure, and that was what they wanted. And when they get it, they don't really want it. They want...
Oh yeah, I was meaning to play this real quick. This is coming from an Asian woman, by the way. This is just the times, guys. What do y'all want from me?
Usually I don't really like talking about this stuff, but I don't think it's like bad to have a whole phase, because then you just get out all your hoe and then you're like, okay, that's what it was like, and then you're like, okay, then you can either do it or you don't want to do it. But then I'm like, okay, I had one, like I can't really change that, but I'm like, whatever. Now I won't do it again. So I'm like, at least I got it out of the way, and then you don't have to, like, who cares? People's bodies can do what they want with their bodies, you know? So, but yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm good. I had my whole phase. It was, I realized it's not for me, and then I just don't do it again.
I just turn it off. It's not going to happen ever again. It wasn't for me. I couldn't control them. I made my attempt. I thought I was different from all the other women who have a vagina. I thought mine was somehow special. And again, the television tells them there's a 0.1% chance that they can land that guy. Us being pragmatic, logical thinking individuals say that's never going to happen. You're not going to convince them of that. Don't even try it. So as long as they have that, this is going to continue. So for those who look for something different, good luck. It didn't work out. I couldn't control him. Now I'm ready for the safety guy. And that safety guy will be making MGTOW videos. At least there's an 80% chance.
So a lot of times what I see is that women are expressing my emotional needs are not met, aka their attachment needs, and I physically cannot get turned on by my partner anymore. In fact, they start to get disgusted, like they get the ick so majorly bad. And could you open up your body and allow someone to like penetrate your being if you feel disgusted by them? They feel like they're violating themselves and someone is violating them.
This is what happens when a man doesn't know who he is and he tries to fit the silhouette of the good man.
That because God took away my desire for promiscuity and all that stuff, that I didn't have a desire anymore, even like for my husband. And although my husband and I would have sex, it was like really hard for me. Like I really had to push myself to go there.
You can't fake this, guys. You can't fake this stuff, bro. The Delilah effect. The loaf of bread programming. And we live in a society that's bent the knee to the Jezebel. Is it a wonder why so many of these jobs, all this stuff is soulless and soul-sucking and keeps you bound? I was watching that Transformers 1. Great movie, by the way. Great movie. How they were, the society that the Autobots was living in was keeping them complacent, was keeping them dull, was keeping them, it was keeping their spark, keeping them from being their full potential. And that's exactly what's this Rothschild system we're in. That's what it's designed for. I'm starting to realize that, man. But yeah. It's that deep, man. It really is, bro. It really is, man. I'm starting to see it. And the more you crave, the more you crave the money, the more you crave the Jezebel, the more you're gonna be detached, the more you're gonna. I'm starting to see it, man. It's all becoming clear.
On a man who is independent and free and masculine. And if you notice when you're around a woman, your energy is disappearing, you're losing energy, you're feeling tired, you're feeling exhausted, it's a very, very good sign that the woman is trying to drain your masculine energy, because when she does that, she sucks away your power. It's a little bit like the story from the Bible, Samson and Delilah, where Delilah cuts Samson's hair and all of a sudden he doesn't have his power anymore. It's gone. She's taken it away. After asking him what's the source of his strength and power, she finally discovers it's in his hair, and she cuts it off, because that's what women will try to do to you if you let them do it. I talk about this more in my book, Atomic Attraction, which is based on over 120.
That's Chris Campbell. I just want to do a reaction to that. What do y'all think about that? If you let them do it. And again, doesn't make them good, doesn't make them bad, it just is. That's why I just say woe to the man that bases his self-worth on that, man. I can tell a man that sells his soul, there's a tiredness that I'm gonna do a video, no amount of sleep can cure. And it's almost like the punishment for doing that, for getting out of your God-given sovereignty. But I just want to do a reaction to that, man. That was about 2.5 minutes. I got about 20 minutes out of that. the Delilah effect. Woe to the man that bases his self-worth on that. Doesn't mean I hate women. But like I said again, it can't be your priority. Like I said, I got to read Coach to an extent, man. You know, the free agent lifestyle. Get leverage and options, man. Personally, like I said before, 3. Be up front. It's going to cost me the woman. That already lets me know what type of society we live in. How'd that work out for you? Dudes that want to be up front because their eyes are bigger than their belly. Lusting after the woman. Liking the woman more than she likes them. Not knowing who they are. Not enjoying their own company. Said before, I said again, some of y'all still believe me and don't believe me when I talk about not having sex. I've realized how to live my own life. And I realized how so many people can't do that, man. That's priceless, bro. Like, really? But yeah, man. Woe to the man. Give them what they want, still ain't enough. Basing your self-worth on this, basing your masculinity on this, your manhood on this. You got a little dick. You don't get no bitches. Like, the only time a woman's words should matter is if they're lying to you. You R-word me. You touched those little kids, and you didn't do that. And she got the court of public opinion painting you out to be the villain. You're like Joseph and Potiphar's wife. He assaulted me. I ain't touched that bitch. That's when a woman's words matter. Not because you don't get no bitches, or you got a little dick, or I faked every orgasm, or I never loved you. Who gives a shit? I mean, I know. I might be too extreme. That's what I said. I never cared. Never cared. That's why I get up every time I'm not having sex at 45. Boy, who gives a shit? And guess who they be liking even more? And I don't even do that for them to like me. But I understand this. And if I did get involved, 3. Not in some prawn hub, lustful, having orgies type ways. It's just 3. For those reasons he mentioned. I've already instinctively knew this. If you're not in a position to do that, leave them alone. Because they're getting fucked by men who are. And you can't get mad at that because it's always been like that. Since the beginning of time. They always fuck the rich dudes. The kings always bang the peasants, the peons' wives. They used to be able to bang your wife as soon as you marry your no power peon having ass. The freaking king, noblemen get to bang your wife, and then okay, you can have her after I got through banging her and shitting on her head and using her mouth. Whatever he wanted to do. What do you think he was just missionarying her? Oh, I'm just gonna just missionary your wife. Okay, I'm just gonna have it back. I'm just gonna missionary her. Or you think he was pissing on her head? He's doing it by the hundreds, by the thousands. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. And P. Diddy's getting off too on that trial. I don't even care. He's trafficking whores. Who cares? Now, if he's messing with underage girls and all that, he deserves all the penalties that comes of that. But come on, bro. He's trafficking whores. He's trafficking y'all's wives. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on. I have no issues with him getting off. That's hey, it is what it is. That's the culture. That's the society we live in. This is Babylon, baby. And again, this is what's molding the culture. This is who these women are getting banged by. They want to control these guys and they can't. And then when they can't, they're a victim. Lawsuits. That's why they're going to start lawsuiting all these dudes now. Like Coach says, shout out to CGA, lawsuit to the new divorce. They're going to survive. It is what it is. And I said before, I'll say it again, that energy, that spirit, I don't understand the appeal. They get up there and lie and do all that bullshit and lawsuits and set you up to get robbed. Lying and cheating and running game. What is the appeal with that energy? I don't get it. The shadow world. There's nothing positive there. And people are drawn to it. I don't get it. This ain't no holier than thou. I mean, I'm naturally repelled by that shit, like on a natural scale. Always have been, man. And I can tell people who do that, bro. Men and women alike. This is spiritual. Y'all want real? This is real. We all fuck the same hoes. We all have hoe phases. What's the disconnect? How are you guys lying to yourselves? I'm not, y'all hear me yelling? Y'all hear me, this complete logic. Y'all hear me fumbling my words. I'm just speaking that raw truth. It's coming from the spirit. 45 ain't had sex yet, got this wisdom coming in. That's what my spirit's telling me. How, like, if you ain't first, you're last, bro. I don't get the disconnect. You have to be a loaf of bread. The loaf of bread programming. The Jezebel spirit reduces you to a loaf of bread. No matter what you accomplish as a man, you can build bridges. You can invent things. You can cure cancer, but that woman can reduce you to a loaf of bread if you let her. If you let her. How many men have? And again, we live in a society where, if normies hear this, some of y'all can't be playing my videos around normies, bro. They can't. This is gonna. Some dude said he played it on the intercom in the station. You can't do that, bro. You can't. I was talking about the wage cut stuff, man. You can't. You can't give normies this raw black pill truth, man. They gon' just. They can't do it, man. Especially women. Like, some of y'all be fucking with women. Like, they're not going to be like, oh, you. Like, what are you guys expecting women to do? Seriously, are y'all expecting to hear them and be like, you know what? Wow, he's right. Really? With logic and reason and truth? Come on, y'all. The programming's too strong. It's been, most of them been cream pied by Ted Bundy and shit. It's over. Once they've been cream pied more than 3 times, it's over. You're lying to yourself if you say otherwise. You're lying to yourself if you say otherwise. Anything long term, come on, y'all. Let's be real. Let's be real. And again, the Delilah effect. Woe to the man that bases his self-worth. A man is truly happy. And you don't have to have, like for instance, monk mode. Being truly monk mode, truly happy, truly content. I can bear witness to this. You must be gay. You're angry. You're bitter. Like, how do you figure that? What's wrong with you? What? Or even just if you had a rotation of women, you got multiple women. Look at Neo. Look at Neo. He's being upfront with these women. They're all got 3 or 4 of them. And he even said himself, he's like, you don't think I'm making these women do this? Sure, the money helps and the status helps, but again, you can maintain that. There's a balance there. Niggas won't, again, dudes are romantic. You want burning lust and desire. If you want burning lust and desire, you can have that. You can have that. If you're lucky, it'll be one woman in your life that'll give you that. And looks, she may not be the finest woman in the world. She may be at 4. Probably gonna be at 4 more than likely. And at best, 1. At best, you're gonna get 1. Some get 2. You're gonna get 1. If you're lucky. Dudes need to wake up out here. You want burning lust, burning desire? You want a burning lust, burning... I'm rambling, the video's over. You want burning lust, burning desire from an 8, 9, or 10 who shows her body off, got dudes jerking off to her online. She gets attention from all these dudes. She got millionaires, simps in her DMs on these phones. You want burning lust and desire from that? You want long-term commitment from that? Let's be real out here, y'all. Come on, man. Let's be real. Let's be real out here, bro. Quit basing your self-worth on that, man. I know it's easier said than done. I've been talking about this for years. Again, 185 subs. Some of y'all sticking around. Some of y'all are, hey man, Mr. Anomaly, 45. Been doing this since 2017. Haven't had sex yet. That's my shtick. That's who I am. That's my personality. F you to society. TLDR. I'm like Ray from Street Fighter, 1991. Street Fighter 2. F the trophy. F the society. Walked away from Sagan and Bison. Sunset. That's me. That's my personality overall, man. I'm just, hey, that's just how I roll. Naturally. Didn't have to have my heart broken. Not repulsed. Not repelled by the opposite sex. Quite the contrary. Did I use that right? I think I did. Not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but hey, man. Got that wisdom, bro. Got that wisdom, got that insight. On some Plato, Schopenhauer, Machiavelli, King Solomon. Yep, we doing it, man. Woe to the man that bases his self-worth on that, y'all. Free your mind. Free your mind. Free your mind, y'all. Where my clip at? Hold up, bro.
Girls say yes, they mean yes. But when they say yes, they also mean no.
Mm-hmm.
When they say no, they sometimes mean no, but they sometimes also mean yes.
Yes.
Or it could be a maybe, but maybe
Okay.
is a yes.
Yes.
So maybe also means yes.
Yeah, and the guy should understand
Yeah.
what she means when she says yes.
Yes.
What is she thinking when
Right.
she says yes to this, as opposed to, okay, she's saying no, but she means yes.
Like, is it a no? Or is it a no? Or is
You
it
know,
like
like-
a no?
operated with an emergency breakthrough from your sister. Samson and Sheila, Mama Phelps, shut up, bitch!
Woe to the man who bases his self-worth on that, y'all. Seriously, man. I just gotta keep reaction on that, man. But hey, man, I just want to do another ramble on that, man. That was 2.5 minutes for Chris Canwell, the Delilah effect. They don't want men to truly be happy. Yep. Again, the dude, Leonardo DiCaprio. I just thought about that. Leonardo DiCaprio. He bangs 25-year-olds. That's what makes it even. They don't like him because he knows the game. He bangs a 25-year-old for 6 to 9 months and he trades them out. He's been doing that for the longest time. And people got an issue because he's what? His late 50s now, maybe early 60s. I'm 45, so he got to be late 50s, and he's still doing it. 25-year-olds. Oh, he's dealing with those young women. This is the society we live in, guys. He's taking advantage of those young women, but it's okay. It's okay for an 18-year-old woman. She's an 18-year-old to have an OnlyFans. Let that sink in. That's cool though. That's okay. She can have an OnlyFans, and it's also okay for those 28 those teachers to bang those 14, 15-year-old boys getting slapped on the wrist. But somebody like Leonardo DiCaprio, hell, even Shaq doing what he's doing, Neo doing what he's doing, they got an issue with that. What type of society do we live in, man? And it's a trickle-down effect. Too many Potiphars, too many Ahabs in power. But I think we rambled long enough on this one. The milk's been spilled. The die has been cast. All you can do is move accordingly. If you're a man that's basing his self-worth on Delilah, you winner! You winner! You winner! I'm out, good peoples. Latest.